Okay, good morning, dear students. Today we're going to discuss about the unit number 5. That is the relay, sensitive relay. Here we are discussing about the what is the essential quality for productions and what are the basic requirements of protective relaying. See, relay is nothing but the device is sensing the fault signals, and the signal will be sent to the circuit breaker to isolate the particular line. Here also same thing. Here it is the relay system is very important, and it is essential for the protection of the entire power system. See, first we are discussing about the what is the basic requirement of protective relay, or what is the basic functionalities, and what is the basic functional characteristics of protective relay, and what is the essential quality of protections. As well, design and sufficient protection relaying should be satisfy the following basic requirement. If you want to make any relay or manufacturing a relay, some of the constraints should be satisfied. The first constraint is very important. That is the speed, the fast operations. Within some microseconds, they should detect the fault signals, fault, and send to the signal to the circuit breaker to isolating the faulty line. Okay, there is a speed. Okay, speed and fast operations. And second is the selectivity. Third one is the sensitivity. Fourth one should be a reliability. Fifth one is the stability and adequateness, and it is the simplicity and economy. Okay, these are some of the basic requirement. If you want to do any uh, protecting relay, to making any protective relay means these constraints should be there. The first one is the fast response. The protection system should be fast enough to isolate the faulty elements of the system as quickly as possible to minimize the damage to the equipment and to maintain the system stability. Initially, I told you the response should be a fast, should be a speed and fast, because within some microseconds they should detect the fault. Okay, then immediately the signal will be sent to the circuit breaker to isolate the faulty line. They should protect the other components. Okay, the transmission lines, we have different kinds of equipments are installed in the transmission lines. Okay, suppose the timing, suppose the relay is not speedy, not fast. What will do means they damage the entire systems. Nowadays, in the modern power system, there's a stability criteria is very important, and hence the operating time of the protective system should not exceed the critical clearing time to avoid the loss of synchronizations. Okay, nowadays the solid state relays are there. Okay, that should be operated in very high speed within some speculated time. It detects the signals and send to the detect the fault and send to the signal to the circuit breaker. Okay, in circuit breaker also there is a different kinds will be there. Okay, it may be air burst, or it may be a SF6, it may be a vacuum. Okay, based on the specification of the particular line we are used. And next is the selectivity. See, in the selectivity, it is a quantity of the protective relay by which it is able to discriminate between a fault in the protector sections and the normal condition. It should be able to distinguish whether the fault lies within its zone or protection are outside the zone. Okay, initially we are discussing the previous class. We have different types of protection zones are there in a entire power system. Okay, it may be generator protection, it may be a bus protection, it may be a transformer protection, it may be distributions. Okay, we have n number of protection zones will be there. The selectivity, okay, the fault will be appearing inside the zone or outside the zone. That is also very important. And when a fault occurs on a power system, only the faulty line, that is the faulty line of the system should be isolated. Okay, in the particular part only, the faulty part is there. Na? Okay, they should not isolate entire power system. Suppose the entire power system will be shut down, means there is no transmission will be there. Okay, everything will be, all the loads will be disconnected. Okay, that's why in which zones the fault will be occurred, that particular zone a circuit breaker will be operated and isolated. And then relay should be able to discrimination between the fault and a transient conditions like a power surge or a ingress of transformer magnetic current. Okay, the flow of AV current is known as a power surge. Okay, AV current, because of if you any fault in a abnormal condition in the particular zone, what happens immediately, the I rush current will flow into the entire system, it damages the equipment, power system equipment. And then protective relay should be able to distinguish between the fault or a power surge either by a inherited characteristic or with the help of the auxiliary relay. It must be able to discriminate between those conditions for which instantaneously tripping is required and those for which non-operation or time delay operation is required. You can see, observe this is the circuit diagram for the how it is selected. In the, suppose any fault will be appear in the transmission line. You can see there's a three zones will be there: generation and transmission, and then distribution is there. Okay, if any faults will be occur, that particular line will be isolated. Okay. So you can see there is CB is nothing but a circuit breaker. See the CB is the protection of your transformer as well as a generator. And then see there in the transmission line also we have a two circuit breakers. There's a 3 and 2. Okay, suppose there is a fault will be appear in between the transmission line and immediately the circuit breaker 3 and it will be activated and cut on the line. So like that, you can see observe here there is a fault F1 and F2. And F1 is the fault on the distribution sectors and F2 is the fault on the transmission. Okay, see this we can see, observe there's a two generating station are coupled in a single buses. The single buses, the both generator will be connected. Suppose any one line will be get fault, means another will be continuously give the power supply to the distribution system. Okay. Again, consider a portion of the typical power system as in the above figure. It is clear that fault F2 occurs on the transmission line, then that the circuit breaker transmission, circuit breaker 2 and 3. See, the circuit breaker 2 and 3 should be operate and disconnect the line from the remaining section. Okay. Similarly, the protection switching system should be a selectivity in selecting the faulting transmissions lines only for fault F2, and it should be isolated in without tripping, and adjacent transmission line will be rated. If the protective system is not a selectivity, then it is operated for the faulty behind its operation zone, and unnecessary large part of the system gets isolated, which causes the inconvenience to the suppliers and users. Okay, that's why see, based on this figure, okay, where fault will be appear, that line should be disconnected from the disconnected. Okay, in all other generating station or transmission will be working in the same condition to avoid the inconvenience to the customer. You should give the continuous power supply to the consumers. Okay, and third one is the sensitivity. Okay, this is very important. The sensitivity is very important. The protective relay should be operated when the magnitude of the current exceeds the present value. This value is called as a pickup current. Okay, the sensitive means how the exactly the fault will be identified means based on the preset value of the current. Okay, suppose the magnitude is not the amplitude of the current is exceed the reset or the present value. This value is called as a pickup current, and then this value is called pickup current. The relay, the relay should not be operated when the current is below, okay, its pickup value. Okay, the means the current. Okay, any fault will be there means immediately the I-rush current will go into the particular circuit. Okay, suppose the current will be below in the reset or the present value means the relay should not operate. Okay, that's why the relay should not operate it when the current is below its pickup value. The relay sensitivity is the function of the volt amperes input to the relay coils necessary to causes its operations. Smaller the value, the volt ampere input, more sensitivity is the relay. Okay, thus 1 kilowatts input relay is now more sensitivity than 5 kilowatts with a 5 volt ampere input relay. Okay, the sensitivity will be expressed by the factor called as the sensitivity factor that will be represented by Ks. Okay, actually it is a ratio of the minimum short circuit current in the protective zone to the minimum operating current required for the protection to start. So there is a Ks is equal to Is by I0. Is is nothing but what? That the short circuit current divided by the operating current. Okay, there is the operating current for required for the protection to start. Okay, that is the equation for the sensitive factor.